Hi, my Droogies. This is IQWrestler. There was a lot of MMA this weekend. It was a great weekend to be a fan. So much stuff, I'll never get through all of it. So I'm just going to run down the stuff that interests me. First up, we had the UFC Sanchez vs. Campman. Paul Harris got another leg lock win over Dave Branch in the second round, like I predicted he would. I didn't get to see this because UFC are limp dick motherfuckers who, they can't handle the rawness of Paul Harris on the main card. Dongy Yang got a win over Rob Kimmins. That's good stuff. He's a good prospect. One to look out for sure. Takeo Mizugaki got a split decision win. That's good stuff. I'm a big Mizugaki fan. Guy always brings it. So it was nice to see him get the win. Joe Stevenson lost again. He's not cutting it anymore in the UFC and probably won't get cut because he's an ultimate fighter and Dana has a hard-on for those guys. So, he should get cut, but he probably won't. Whatever. Cyril Diabate's got a win over Steve Cantwell, a decision. Diabate looked really good, but I wasn't impressed with his lack of aggression. He didn't really try to finish the fight. But he did. That said, he did really need this win. So, if he played it a bit safe, it's somewhat understandable, I suppose. Damasio Page lost to Brian Bowles by guillotine choke, exactly like the first fight. This was a great fight. Great fight. I wish it went a bit longer though. But Damasio was winning the fight pretty easily until he got caught with the guillotine. So, this is a good fight. Chris Weidman defeated Alessio Sakara. This fight actually made me a Alessio Sakara fan. I talked down on the guy before the fight, but, he's a cool guy. I like him. After this fight, he showed a lot of heart. He got cut open really bad. He got a couple of really bad cuts. And, he had no quit in him. So I like that. Chris Weidman is a good prospect. A bit wrestling heavy, but he is working with Team Sarah Longo, so hopefully those guys will add some submissions to his game so he can finish some people. Mark Munoz pounded CB Dollaway's fucking head in. This made me so happy. Like I said in the last video, I can't stand CB's face. So, mad props to Mark Munoz. Some people think this was an early stoppage. I don't really agree. I think Mario Yamasaki was spot on. When your eyes roll back in your head, that's not good. He was right there on top of the action, so I agree with the call. Diego Sanchez won a unanimous decision over Martin Campman. This was a hell of a good fight. One of the better fights in the UFC in quite a while, actually. A lot of people are debating this decision. Personally, I think a draw fight. I would have agreed with a draw. But, I thought Campman won rounds 1 and 2. I don't think he won round 3 because Diego got the takedown. And we all know in the UFC, one takedown means you win the round. You know, but it was close. I wouldn't call it a robbery. It was close. It was a close fight. Diego worked a bit of his, a bit of that Leonard Garcia magic that those Greg Jackson boys have. You know, he must have got some secrets in the showers over there in New Mexico, among some other things. He was swinging wild at air. His stand-up looked terrible. But, you know, his heart pulled him through again. And he got the win, so, you know, it's debatable, but, you know. Then was the M1 Challenge. I didn't actually get to see this live, because it doesn't start here until about 3:30 in the morning, and I was tired as hell. So I watched the replays on Ironforge's Iron. Mad props to ZP, by the way, for the replays. It's good stuff. I'm not going to talk about every fight here, because most of these guys I'm not really a whole lot familiar with. Brian Bird lost, which is surprising. He got tapped out in the second round. I really thought he would probably win this. He's a good prospect. You know, he'll be back, I'm sure. My boy Yuri Elev lost in the second round by TKO, which surprised me, because his head's like fucking brick wall. He's one of the toughest sons of bitches out there. Graham Gergensfield defeated Maxim Grishin in the first round. This was an awesome little fight. Some suplexes and good stuff like that. Bellino Cruz, a shooter box guy, he lost, and he didn't look very good out there. His stand-up was pretty much non-existent, which surprised me coming from a shoot box guy. But, you know, I keep an eye out for him. He'll be back and he'll probably do big things, I think. Then we had the Bellator Fighting Championships. Brent Reedman got a decision over Dan Hornbuckle. Again, somewhat controversial decision. I think it was the right decision. I'm a big Hornbuckle fan, but I think he didn't do quite enough. You know, and in the States, you can't spend most of the fight on your back and expect to win it. So, you know, it's just the way it goes. So, big win for Brent Reedman. Rick Horn defeated Jim Warhead. Rick, I was expecting a judo war here. I thought we were going to see lots of good clinch work. It didn't happen like that at all. It was basically, you know, an amateur kickboxing fight. But Rick Horn looked outstanding. Absolutely outstanding on the feet. His head movement, his footwork, his punch combos. He easily won every minute of this fight. I don't even think it was close, to be honest. Mark Delagrotti has done an awesome job with Rick Horn's stand-up. He's definitely one to keep an eye on for sure. Jay Horan got the win. Controversy again. But, you know, there was no way Lapsley was going to win this fight. You know, it is what it is. A bit of a ref fuck-up, but, you know, overall, it didn't really matter, overall. Lyman Good went over Chris Lozano like I thought he would. I thought Lyman would actually finish Lozano off. He didn't, so props to Lozano for being a tough bastard. You know, he was fully expected to win, and he did. My boy Spirit Wolf won a split decision. I didn't get to see this, but I hope to. And that was pretty much, that was Bellator. Then we have, then to wrap things off, we had Strikeforce, an awesome show again from Strikeforce. Jorge Masvidal demolished Billy Evangelista. He won in every aspect of the game, the clinch, the ground, the wrestling, the striking. He easily won. I thought he should have poured it on a little bit towards the end. But, you know, a good win for Jorge. Tim Kennedy did what I expect him to. Glassjaw takedowns on my boy Melvin Manhoff. Choked him out with a rear naked choke. Melvin, if you watch this, still support you, brother. You know, you're a real fighter. Go for the real knockout. Always behind Melvin Manhoff. And he's not going anywhere. Mother's Coonan, my lady. She had a hard time. Much harder than I expected she would. Against Liz Carmouche. Carmouche was annihilating her the whole fight for 3 rounds until she channeled some Sakuraba magic and pulled out a triangle choke in the 4th round. This was like Zelig Galasik versus Sakuraba. It was magic, and it was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I jumped up and ran around the house screaming yes. It was amazing. Marlus, you are my hero. That was outstanding. In the main event, Dan Henderson versus Rafael Cavalcante. Hendo channeled. He channeled something, man. He brought the pride. He brought the pride to Rafael. Rafael looked bad. He looked very flat. Dan Henderson won almost all this fight. He got clipped in round 1, but jumped straight back up, got the takedown. Then in round 3, he nailed that massive overhand right that he seems to hit everybody with. I don't know how he keeps doing it. And that was it for Rafael. He fell down, Hendo jumped on him and pounded him out, basically. Dan Henderson's the new champ, people, at 40 years old, huh? One of the greatest legends in the history of the sport. My hat's off to you, Dan Henderson. That was about it. There's It's Showtime Kickboxing. I haven't seen that yet. So I look forward to that. Amazing weekend of fights. Marlus Coonan's win was the highlight for me. That was incredible. I want to give shout outs to Bloodstained Lane, Mr. Fahrenheit, my girls, Haley and Brittany, all the guys at Team Takeover, Zombie Prophet, Sambo, Steve, Gumby, Gary, Fletch, all those guys over there. Mad props to you guys. Shout outs to everybody on Twitter. Shout outs to WrestleHQ. And I think that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.